Let's get salty!
Everyone, Zeddy here again today with a brand new video, and I was taking a look at the latest keyword, the only keyword we've ever had, I believe exclusive for a mini set in Gigantify, and I'm like, that is a pretty unique keyword. We don't have that many uses of it. They're like, what, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 cards. 5 cards total have it. I'm like, is that the rarest keyword ever? And of course, I went down a rabbit hole and decided to make a fun little video where we'll take a look at what the rarest keywords are in Hearthstone, including one that has only been used once. And if you follow me on Twitter or you saw my post on Reddit, you already know what it is. But I thought I'd just go over some of the rarest keywords and also just the impact Gigantify has had on the game so far, as it's kind of been a dud, at least in one format, and absolutely broken in another. And if you enjoy the content on the channel, if you like I've earned your subscription, please hit that sub button down below. Give the video a like, it helps us out a lot. And let me know, which of these keywords do you like to see come back? Because again, not a ton of them have been used a lot. Gigantify, giving you a gigantic card, the latest mechanic for this mini set of Dr. Boom's incredible inventions. None of them have been all that great on ladder. If you take a look at HS replay statistics, at legend ranks, so you look at the 5 cards, only like 2 of the cards included are in decks with a positive win rate. I don't know what Snuggle Teddy's going into. Apparently it's been run, but you look at the play win rate, Mulligan win rate, drawn win rate, whatever deck it's in, it's not doing so well. Murloc Growth in one of the better ones. You know, it's seen play in Reno Shaman, and even there, played win rate, the Mulligan win rate's all right. It's basically better in the early game just to curve out into. And Toy Statue Guys is actually pretty good at Deathlight. Deathlight's just not great right now. Deck win rate 49.8%, but all the stats for the card indicate it's better than the sum of the parts. And then we got the Flickering Light Bot, which I think we'll see play at some point. The Paladin minion that gets cheaper every time you play a holy spell. It ain't there yet because there's like no good holy spell, so needs a couple, especially like a holy spell that creates a holy spell. It's gonna be pretty good. The Replicator, Inator, we already talked about, struggling, Goldbeard shenanigans aside. But it is funny to see like a mechanic that's so bad or like so mid on standard be absolutely insane in arena, with Murloc Growth and Toy Statue Geist being like 2 of the best cards period in the arena. If you just sort by all cards, Murloc Growth, literally the best card in the format. You might want to remove that or scale it down because yeah, Shaman and Deathlight are ridiculous in arena. And right behind it, not too far here, Toy Statue Geist at like 60%. So arena could use a little bit of adjustments, and we're supposed to get some this week, by the way. Wasn't publicly stated. We're supposed to get some maybe later today. We'll probably have a video talking about it tomorrow. Yeah, we're getting adjustments today. Well, again, I'll update you guys on it tomorrow, and yeah, we'll see how that goes. But yeah, it got me thinking about other keywords. What are some of the rarest keywords in Hearthstone history? So when I posted this, I had multiple people come up to me or message me saying secretly is just as rare. It's only been on Fate Spinner, and I'm not even sure it's a keyword. Like, it's a part of the death rattle itself. Choose a death rattle secretly, and if you're not aware how this card works, you either got to pick deal 3 damage to all minions, including your own, or give them +2/+2. That also includes other minions. Wasn't a great card, but it was kind of a cool card in the fact that, like, which option did they pick? We have no idea. It's saw a tiny bit of play, but never a big meta player. But there are other cards like that. Rhythm and Roots, one that's in standard right now. The 4-mana Druid legendary spell where you get to pick 3 5/5s or 3 8/8s, and basically it'll spawn in like 2 or 4 turns. So in 2 turns, the secret's out of the bag, unless it's like you could actually combine the choose one effects and get both. I saw that in Arena the other day. So it's been around, but even Janice Barov had it. You'll note secretly is not bolded on this one. And I believe the same goes for Chromatic Egg, one of the worst cards out there, but you'll see it says secretly discover, and the secretly is not bolded, but then you got Okani with the secretly bolded. So like, Blizzard inconsistency is the usual thing. I don't really consider it to be a keyword, but even then, it's been there 5 times, and there's multiple keywords that have been around less. And well, speaking of Blade Master Okani, he is on one of the most unique, and at the time or before he came out, was the most unique keyword in Hearthstone. And that's Counter, the other bolded card. Blade Master Okani had this keyword, and the funny thing is, for the longest time in Hearthstone's history, Counterspell was the only card with the counter keyword. It was an evergreen keyword that was only used once for years and years and years. They removed Enrage, if you want to bring that one up, like a Rage on like a Monty Berserker, or like I think Gromash had it. They removed it because they didn't feel like it was used enough to justify being a keyword, yet counter remained after all these years. And yeah, finally, Blade Master Okani was made and counter became an actual keyword. And the other example being Objection, everybody's favorite mage secret. Okay, Ice Block's probably more hated, but this one's awfully close, where your opponent plays a minion and counter it. So only 3 times, but there are 2 more keywords that have actually been used less than this. And well, let's take a look at one of them that actually was called something different and was recently renamed due to the brand new Deathlight class. And that keyword is the Lich King keyword. That's right, this used to be a Deathlight card. The Lich King would add a Deathlight card to your hand, but when they added Deathlight to the game, it didn't really work anymore. So it's a reword to Lich King, but still consistent in the fact that it's one of the most rare keywords, only appearing in Knights of the Frozen Throne and attached to the Lich King, where you got these Lich King cards or Death Knight cards. Death Coil, Death Grip. You'll note some of them were reused for the Deathlight class, like Obliterate, Death and Decay, Anti-Magic Shell, which is like 3 mana now, Unholy, +1/+1, Doom Pact, Army of the Frozen Throne, and Frostborn, which has gone through some stuff. It isn't quite the same, but it wasn't the only card. There was one other card in that set, and is everybody's favorite adorable Arthas, which also had Death Rattle. Add a random Lich King card to your hand, same effect, all that. So at the end of the day, there were 2 cards with this, making it, I believe, the second rarest keyword ever that I'm aware of. There's also an example of one that's kind of funny. At least the Trailblazer technically has a bolded Ungoro in its name. That's not really a keyword per se, but typically only words that are bolded are considered keywords, but I can't consider Ungoro to be a keyword, as it just simply alluded to what the cards were that you would open from this pack, and still one of the raddest cards ever. Always wish it was in the core set. It's never been in the core set. One I've always wanted to see in the core set. They even reworked it to be a no duplicate card, which is pretty cool. But again, I can't consider this to be a keyword. So what is the rarest keyword of them all? Well, it's funny that it's only been used once, but its mechanic is about using something twice. And that is the Druid Epic spell Branching Paths, 4 mana. Choose twice, and you get to pick either draw a card, give your minions +1 attack, or gain 6 armor. And it was any combination of the 2, so you could gain 12 armor, you could gain 6 armor and attack, gain 6 armor and draw a card. The most common usage of this card throughout the years has been gain 12 armor, or play it with a Solar Eclipse and get 4 options is really nice. But even in like token decks, it saw play early in the day as an attack buff, and drawing 2 is perfectly fine too. Actually a really good, kind of flexible keyword. I'm genuinely shocked we have not seen emerge in multiple times. It's a quite unique keyword, and it still sees play in WoW today. Like, it doesn't work with like Fandral, the combining choose 1 effects or anything, but it's still a meta card for the most part. A lot of the time, especially like Reno Druid these days, really solid card, really cool card, has its own unique animations. As someone pointed out, it's got 3 paths, but there's only 2 highlighted. Where's that 3rd path? But maybe it's behind them, right? That's where they came from, and they got one last path to choose. And it is kind of surprising. You would kind of expect, right, like the Lich King cards to not really come back. You would have thought by now Choose Twice would have, but Kobolds and Catacombs came out quite some time ago. I'll give a shout out to Egwin the Guardian. I actually don't have this card because it rotated out of the core set, so let's make her nice and shiny just for this video. She had a bit of a unique keyword in the fact that your next minion you draw inherits these powers. Just a unique effect, but not really a keyword. But hey, now I got her golden. Or maybe you consider a Bruchan with nature spell damage +3 to be a unique keyword, because no other card has ever specifically stated nature spell damage, I don't believe. I just kind of consider it a spell damage card, but hey, you can make that argument too for one of the worst diamond cards they ever made. It was the first batch. They've gotten a lot better, and a lot more expensive. Anyways, hopefully you guys enjoyed a bit more of a random ass video. Yeah, I'm expecting arena changes later today, a hotfix, maybe some other stuff. So we'll probably have a patch update video tomorrow. And if you enjoyed the video, please like and subscribe. Have a great day and stay salty, my friends.